Hey, it's Jillian Schleicher. I wanted to jump on and talk about The Intention Experiment by Lynn McTaggart. It's one of my favorite books, but I wanted to read you a quote she talks about regarding intention. The quote is, "Intention appears to be something akin to a tuning fork, causing the tuning forks of other things in the universe to resonate at the same frequency." She talks a lot about frequency in the book Intention Experiment. It's really interesting. I want to also give you some of the points she talks about in the putting together. Now, I talk about intention being kind of 9/10 of the law when I'm talking to my students and my clients in my coaching business. I work as an intuitive, as a healer, and I work very closely with intention. And when you set the intention for something to be done, really that is 9/10 of the law. Like that's you're done. You're there. But oftentimes we desire something and we wish for it instead of claiming that it's ours, number one, or we desire something, or it's kind of like we don't believe that we can have it. We don't tune into the identity of us already being that version of ourselves that has that thing, has gone through that experience, or has that relationship, car, house, right? So think about those. Which category do you think you fall into? I'd love your feedback. Also, I want to read you some of these putting it all together. I'm just going to give you a few of these points that she talks about. She suggests having an intention space. And a lot of people who meditate, people who teach meditation and intention work and healing, talk about having, I call it a Zen Den. This room I actually decorated to be my Zen Den, and then it turned into my office just to be like, is the energy in here is so awesome. I just love it so much. So now it's my office. I create my art here. This is my new writing desk that I'm sitting in front of. I don't know which way to point. I love it. I love the space. It feels so good in here. So she says, have an intention space, power up through meditation. Now I say to power up through becoming mindless. We're always mindful of things that we have to do, things that we want to do, things that happened and we didn't like, or things that happened and we did like. We are always full of stuff in our mind. If we become mindless, if we tune out that stuff, and if we go into the alpha brainwave state, to get into the space where we tune out from the worries and the doubts and the fears and the but what if and the what if not and how. If we go into alpha brainwave state, that'll cut out 95% of that stuff, right? Intention, space, power up through meditation. I say go into alpha brainwave state. She says move into peak focus through mindful awareness of the process. And now we talked about this. I don't want you to be mindful. I want you to be mindless. Get into the same wavelength by focusing on compassion and making a meaningful connection. This meaningful connection she's referring to is when you're talking to another person, setting the intention with another person. State your intention, make it specific. Mentally rehearse every moment of it with all of your senses. Visualize in vivid detail. She's talking about timing here. She's very research oriented. She's very, very research oriented, and move aside, surrender to the process. So that's actually all of the steps. But now I would love for you to try this out and comment below and let me know how it goes for you. After you go into the mindless state of going into your alpha brainwave state, I've done other videos on this. I'd love for you to sit into the emotion of, she talks about compassion. I'd love for you to tune into and sit into the emotion of gratitude just for 20, 30 seconds, right? And then state your intention. I use anchor statements. Short and sweet, maybe 3 to 5 words, and repeat that as you're envisioning the process coming to you, unfolding around you, it already being done, and it's already after the fact, right? You're on the other side of that having come true. Then you're there. Enjoy this process. I hope this was helpful. Comment down below what your intention is. What do you intend to create next in your conscious creation life? I want you to create like you mean it, and share, like, subscribe if you found this was useful, helpful, enjoyable. I'll see you next time. This was Jillian Schleger. Thanks. Bye for now.